looking at subjects and predicates this time. Before we do that, let's remind ourselves about the definition of a sentence. You recall that we need three conditions to be met. We need a subject, a predicate, and we need to express a complete thought. Below, which sentence meets those three conditions? Only number 1 does. We're going to look at simple subjects for now. The simple subject tells us what or whom the sentence is about. William Faulkner, a great American author, wrote The Sound and the Fury. You can tell from the green what the simple subject is, but also recognize that it answers the question, who is this sentence about? At noon, the vultures began to circle the corpse. This time we have a what. What is this sentence about? Well, it's about the vultures. Very often, but not always, the simple subject will appear towards the start of a sentence. Look at these examples. This flag belonged to my grandfather. There it is in green, second word in. Could be the first word, could be the third word, but often near the start of the sentence. Can you show me the way? Here it is, the second word again, just happened to come out that way. It's an interrogative sentence with the simple subject being you. Look at this one, however. Across the street stood a policeman. Who is this sentence about? It's about a policeman. This time the simple subject comes as the last word. We call this an inverted sentence. Try these on. Remember to ask yourself, what or whom is this sentence about? Max lived in the Thunderdome. Before school, the students ran 2 miles and lifted weights. A curious hunger gnawed and licked at the ogre. The prison bars were too strong to be cut. Flying past, the witches cackled at the people below. Moving on, let's talk about simple predicates. Remember, when we're discussing predicates, especially simple predicates, we mean the verb or verb phrase. In red, a simple predicate shows action or existence for the subject. We're mainly sticking to action verbs for now, but you might see an existence verb or a be verb in there as well. Let's go back and look at that first sentence. William Faulkner, a great American author, wrote The Sound and the Fury. What did William Faulkner do? This is an action verb. He wrote. At noon, the vultures were exceptionally hungry. This time we do have a be verb. The vultures aren't doing anything, they're just existing as being hungry. A simple predicate might have helping verbs. Mrs. Clippers has escaped from prison. At noon, the vultures will begin to circle the corpse. So let's look, see if you can find the verbs. Max has lived in the Thunderdome for weeks. Before school, the students performed wind sprints. The ogre had made many enemies. The prison bars were too strong to be cut. Flying past, the witches cackled at the people below. So that's it. Tune in next time, and we will talk about this a little bit more.